Hi, welcome to Cybersecurity. Today's video we'll be talking about Demilitarized Zones, DMZs. So here we get to understand what a DMZ is all about. So here is our first architecture where we have a firewall, we have our users, a firewall, we have two servers and our internal enterprise network. So here what happens here is this enterprise is hosting two web servers, and these two web servers are sitting internally in the same network segments with their employee devices. So when users that are not in the network, users from the internet try to access these servers from the public network, there is tendencies that there are some lateral movements can be performed, like these servers having some vulnerabilities or some misconfigurations can give access to these users to have an unauthorized access to endpoints that are sitting in the same segment as those servers. So as you can see here, we have some malicious payload. Like I said, some malicious payloads coming from different users that are trying to access these. These malicious payloads can be different kind of attacks. It can be a database attack, it can be different forms of attack that can give these users unauthorized access to your web servers, and from that they could do some lateral movements to other devices that are sitting in the same segments. So in this setup, there is not much, this architecture is not as safe because everything is sitting on one segment. So what you can do here is, as you can see, you could see how these payloads are moving from the internet to the servers and to your end users devices. So here now, let's see if here we have another setup. In this setup, we have the same servers, but these servers are now positioned on the different segments. That is different from the segment where your end users, enterprise end users devices are. So what happens is when these users are trying to visit these web servers and want to do some kind of lateral movements or some kind of exploitation, try to see if they can bypass certain protocols and move to where the enterprise users are. So the internal firewall or any other security control that is existing in the environment could prevent them from getting access to those segments. So they can be on different VLANs, different technologies that can be applied here to achieve this and to make it more secure. So when, like for example, in these segments where we have our servers is where you could see the DMZ. The DMZ is this region, where is a region between the external and the internal firewall, where you have those firewalls that are those segments that has been isolated from your internal network. You understand? So any communication coming from the internet coming to the internal network that is not allowed will automatically be blocked by the internal firewall. So by doing that, when malicious actors try to deploy payloads to these servers and to be able to get some unauthorized access to the internet network, the firewall blocks them, or any security control test blocks them. So with this setup is a more safer setup than the previous setup that doesn't have DMZs. So this helps you to understand how security is very, very important in your enterprise environment. So in summary, DMZ is a way whereby you position your internet facing assets like servers. You segment them, you position them out of your enterprise endpoint segments where your users are. So users who want to access those servers from the internet will just access them without having to have access into the segments where you have your enterprise users. So in that way, it kind of segments your networks and brings security. It helps improve security in an enterprise environment. So yeah, that is what DMZ is all about. I hope this video helps you understand. So don't forget to like and subscribe for more interesting videos on IT. Thank you and do have a lovely day.